Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. I've been doing a countdown of my favorite video games of all time through each day of the year, and coming in at number 197 is Terraria. Terraria. Terraria is by no means a small game. It has over 1 million reviews on Steam, and according to SteamDB.info, is the 130th top-selling game of all time on the platform, though I don't know if that's in dollars or units sold. I assume it's units. When you factor in being on other platforms as well, such as the Switch, where it's also done quite well, that's a lot of game. So please don't misunderstand me when I explain the game through the lens of another game. Terraria is Minecraft if it was a 2D search action platformer and the combat actually felt good. In Terraria, you make a world, start with nothing and build to something, while adventuring both above and below ground. Chop down trees and dig through the ground to find raw materials and build up from there. The tech tree in Terraria is big. It's like really big. Since I was starting from scratch on this computer, there was no way I could play long enough to record enough things to show you all of the stuff you can do in this game. I mean, do you see how long and fast I have been scrolling? There's so much stuff in this game, and they just keep adding more. So I'm not going to spend much time on the crafting, just know that it's massive, and there's a lot for you to discover and explore, with a ton of items with very unique and interesting qualities beyond just being strict stat upgrades. The thing I am going to talk about is combat and exploration. Regarding the exploration, know that you can play for hundreds of hours and still find totally new and unique things, because the game has been so heavily supported for this whole time after its release. The combat is, especially after you get some upgraded gear and can survive out in the world a bit longer, I think really rewarding, and being able to go look for the action is half the fun. Each weapon type behaves pretty differently, and there's some pretty intense bosses. Due to the recording schedule for the channel, I unfortunately couldn't devote enough time to properly find some of the cool ones, but even just in this bit of exploration, we're finding different environments and types of enemies. The game dives into various different forms of fantasy and some sci-fi, with hundreds of different enemies and different strategies against them. The charm of Terraria comes from discovery. Discovery of new enemies, new environments, materials, and weapons as you empower your character from the deepest depths of the earth and farthest reaches of the surface. It's especially fun with friends. With the amount of content and challenges present in the game, and extremely varied combat strategies, there's a lot to be gained by discovering and strategizing with a friend over how to overcome the different obstacles you've come across. If you're on the fence about the game, I suggest you find a buddy, and stick with your buddy. Stick with me, and come back tomorrow as I talk about my 196th favorite game, where I could be a recurring Miami Vice antagonist. Rah 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 rah.